Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Blitz, Imperial Diplomacy Blitz. This is the fourth Blitz, but the third one that I'm playing in, and I'm here still with DamienReave because this is part 2.
Hello.
And we're just doing great, and we definitely haven't been stabbed, and we're definitely not -5. And anyone who says that we are is making up fake news. Fake news from the I don't know what's the media that doesn't like us.
Nothing real world, because that's too real for me right now. I play diplomacy to forget about that stuff.
Fake news from Flair and Salt. They're making it up. They're +8. They made it up. Those dots are fake. Fake dots.
Yes.
We have very
fake
real
disbands.
dots. Yeah, we have very real dots. They're very real. England, they made up all their dots.
The biggest and best dots.
We have the best dots. I mean, Amsterdam, really great dot. And I mean, England took New Amsterdam, but to be very frank, I don't think we need to care about New Amsterdam. That's a fake dot.
Yeah. We have the real Amsterdam. Why would we want another Amsterdam? Come on.
Exactly.
That's the fake Amsterdam over there in the fake New World.
Yeah, I mean, who needs it? We don't need it. Gave that one up, right up, yep.
Yeah, we wanted to lose that dot.
We hate America and we love Brazil. Oh god, I gotten too good at Trump fucking impressing. Oh my god.
We have the best negotiators, we make the best deals.
Yes, we made the greatest deal in the history of deals with France, but then they broke it, and now they have a terrible deal.
Mm-hmm. Alright, that's England. Let's lie to Congo. Sometimes when I try to lie to people, I have trouble even thinking of something
to lie
that's
about.
Like reasonable enough that they even might be able to believe it. Like Congo says, can you support Sangha into Mbanza, right? And I type, yes, I can do that. And then I kind of look at it and I go, there's no way to even support this lie. I would never in a trillion years do that move. And then, like, I was sitting there thinking, like, oh, maybe I should ask them for Fernando Poe or something like that, so that, like, it sounds kind of it. But why would they even give that to me? It doesn't make sense. I don't understand why they would ask, and I don't know why they would believe me.
You tell them you'll do it as long as St. Helena goes to Cape Basin to make sure Portugal can't get off Cape Coe. And then that's obviously a lie, but he might do it anyways because he's, he's not paying attention. You imagine that he's, like, either done with the game or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, his position is, like, doesn't have more than 2 units that touch each other anywhere. We're gonna exile him to St. Helena like Napoleon. Except Napoleon got there by being a good general. Let's see.
Looks like Poland has 3 dots in Africa, but they're all gonna be taken by Portugal in like 2 seconds, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Portugal's doing well, other than the fact that they got their India colony killed and they got their Indonesia colony killed and their Brazil colony is about to be killed. But in Africa, they're doing really well.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do a Trump impression about Africa, by the way. That would go really poorly, I think.
I think that gets you demonetized, actually.
I think demonetization is the least of the concerns when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, have that message pre-written.
I gotta think of something for Mapooch, too. Alright, I told Mapooch, Great work, great to cooperate with you. I desperately need to move my fleets against Ayutthaya. Can you agree to move to Morrow as well? Now, assuming that they say yes and follow through with that, that should leave them deeply vulnerable to us just taking all of Australia.
Yeah, I mean, the only problem is they have 2 fleets in SPO, but we just tell them to move them to, like, SAO. I can be like, I can help you against Portuguese Brazil if you want to fly through SAO, or something stupid like that. Something that obviously we're not going to do, but they might believe.
Kind of just want to let it ride, because I feel like that shows our hand a little bit too much.
Yeah,
I looked over their moves. I looked over their moves in the previous turn.
They tried to go to SAO
and they
failed.
Yeah, they're moving eastward pretty aggressively, and so I hope if we just say nothing, their fleets move out of position.
No, we're just doing check-ins now. Okay. You want to just ping GM team like 5 times?
One for each of the moderators, right? Just want to make sure.
Yeah, they're just gonna be like, we're both here. Yep. they're gonna be a little bit annoyed, maybe. Okay. I guess I can like pre-game the orders.
I think we already have them in, right?
No, we have the build.
Oh, you mean for next?
Yeah, next season. I'm gonna put fleet in South Atlantic. SAO 3. That sounds about right. What's like a really weird move I don't ever need to support? Should I have? I want to have Marsad support Luango. It's Luango going to Mbanza, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that sounds. It's really funny and really stupid, but really funny in that way.
You could always march on Moscow again.
That's true, but the unit would move and it would like be kind of weird. It wouldn't cause any problems, but I just don't want to risk anything weird happening.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have you have more. You have most of the units already, anyways. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I mean, if you start to run out of stuff, you can always take.
Actually, you only have 12
Africa.
Units, so it's actually not that bad of an arrangement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even know what to do with Mandara, I guess.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Let me make sure my OBS is using the right microphone. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, it's using the right microphone. I don't know. Mandara holds. Maybe you can try coring it. I don't know. Like if Congo doesn't keep Laguna, you can just core Mandara. And then
That's a good point. We definitely need more cores in Africa. You know,
yeah.
We definitely need a core in Africa, I should say.
Well, nice and relaxing.
Actually, just oh yeah.
Hmm?
I think there's a problem with the map that you drew up, the orders that I proposed that you did the map for. I just want to take another look at it before I say anything.
Okay. Maybe you want to move Flores to Coral Sea and then...
Yeah, there's just nowhere that Timor is going to go. It's gonna be
Wait, you pull... I mean, I guess the other thing
like
is...
okay.
Well, I mean, if he moves it, then this is pretty much all we can do.
Yeah, actually, I guess it is fine. This is fine because he could go to Timor Sea potentially. I don't know why he would. Much more likely, he moves it to Coral Sea, gets bounced back to Timor, and then we can do Coral Sea to Timor with Flores support. So yeah, that's fine.
Maybe, I don't know how you feel about, like, what you want to do with Flores Sea, but if you have nothing else to do with it, you could move it to Tangara, and then if you move it to Timor Sea, you'd force disband Timor instead of letting him retreat it.
Flores Sea needs to go to Java, so we have 3 on Sumatra.
Yeah, I figured.
All right. Let's see.
The many things you learn when playing Blitz.
Are we still not started up? Jeez.
Nope. Tragic. Oh, wait, maps? Okay, now we can see builds. I wonder what the builds look like. Netherlands didn't disband. Or not Netherlands. Poland didn't disband in New World. Oh, he can't. Well, he might try to dot us. And I would be annoyed at that. So we're going to adjust it like this. And that will hold. I wonder what England built. Oh, England built a fleet in Plymouth. Oh, England built an army in Boston and in Jamestown. Wow, looks like France is getting stabbed. Who could have seen this one coming? Oh, wait.
Not us, never us. Wait, nope. How does Congo... I thought Congo needed to...
1,
disband.
2, 3, 4, 5 centers, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 centers. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. They don't have to disband. That's hilarious. Okay. Telling England that we're chill while telling everybody else we're going to fight England. This will surely not get leaked back. Let's see.
I distinctly remember Congo being at -1, so I guess they disbanded a retreat. Must be.
Something like that. Here, I'm gonna let the commentary team know in Void we're playing the long game.
Mm-hmm. Congo asks, what are you planning for your African colony? It's going to exist on top of you, Mr. Congo.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna enter these provisionals. There we go. Yeah. Would you look at that? Okay, Mahuche offering to move to Coral Sea, which is exactly what we wanted to hear.
Right. Do I even want to bring up their fleets in South Pacific? I just feel like that's going to set off alarm bells. I think we just hope that they move correctly.
I mean, I could offer, like, anti-Portugal action, but, like, it's kind of marginal in any case.
Yeah. I think we just let that ride. Where is... I need to talk with Spain.
Okay, I'm poisoning Luxon in Congo's mind. I'm telling him he's worse than salt. I'm not going to even mention Mapuche to Portugal because they'll start to get ideas about spreading rumors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, Spain immediately was like, yes, I want Sambas, thank you.
I know it sucks to give up a center at this point, but it's either that or just begging them to support me every single turn. It's just whatever. Uh, is there any way that we can get Formosa back without just immediately giving up Okinawa? I don't really think so.
No, I mean, even if the problem is that even if we get Formosa back, we can't build in Okinawa, so it doesn't matter. I mean, the only way we get Formosa and hold on to Okinawa is by being useful to Tokugawa.
Yeah.
Alright, Congo's like made a wall of text, so that's fun. Alright, I'm gonna leave us a little bit vulnerable to Sweden, but I feel like I have no choice, so you know.
Yeah, it's not a problem.
Rather Sweden get our dots than Austria because Sweden will build fleets. You know what? I can afford to do that. Alright, I'm gonna actually talk more, because we're, like, allegedly recording this, and we just had, like, a full minute of silence, but, like, I'm like, we just had a full minute of silence, but then there's still nothing to talk about. There's still no plotting to be done. It's like, whatever.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough situation. Alright, so, I think... Did we actually get England to agree to the play in Agadez? I don't think they did, right?
I don't know if you talked to them about it yet.
I mentioned it twice.
Oh yeah, this one. I'm gonna reply to this message and I'm gonna be like, at Flare,
Yeah.
hey buddy, please. See, I was originally gonna go
Like,
for
why
that,
would they?
hey buddy, read our
Yeah.
message, but I was like, our actual tone of voice is more like, please let me in, please. Okay, I'm telling France that we're gonna be chill, but I'm attacking them for Ghent because, I mean, like, what else am I gonna do? Not attack you for Ghent? Nonsense. I will attack you for Ghent.
Sorry, I just sneezed. I had to mute for that. You would not enjoy listening to my sneezes. They are loud.
So are mine. For some reason, I'm tired. Maybe it has something to do with the 6 hours of sleep I got, and then the 8 hours of diplomacy I'm playing. Or I guess only really 7, because I'm gonna leave at 4:15 for the enterprising viewers. I'm just gonna crack a joke with Spain. Bad army in Sarawak would be an understatement.
That's on the level of like
Army Sicily.
what was there? No, it was Army of Zoras was the one that they did in my game. Like, I don't know if there's a worse unit in the game.
Alright, let's see. England, Netherlands. Okay, Flair claims to have entered the support. I mean, no harm in just taking it and seeing what happens. Should we burn our last bit of diplomatic credibility with Ayutthaya to try to get them to misorder here?
What specifically are you thinking?
Like, we try to get them to, like, not move to Banca at all or something. Right?
Sure, why not? I mean,
I don't know if you have...
their opinion, they've done nothing but incredibly overtly hostile moves the entire time while, like, whining that why can't we have peace? So, I'm not worried about their opinion.
Yeah. The other thing, here's what we could do. If Ayutthaya moves correctly, then do they guarantee? I think they can guarantee keeping Sumatra, right? Kind of. Yeah, they could if they move correctly. What we could do is move the Indian Ocean Fleet south of Australia to like Great Australian Bight or something. Why are my microphone settings up? Okay. And then we'd have all of the dots on Australia, like, immediately.
Hang on a second. All right, sorry. Say that again.
We could move the Indian Ocean Fleet to Great Australian Bight, south of Australia, and then we just secure Wurruk this year as well. I think.
Yeah. No, I actually really like that idea.
Problem is we just lose Sumatra, but I'm not entirely certain
No, we lose Sumatra no matter what. So
Yeah, the value is just yeah. So it all works out. And then, so the funny thing is, instead of using Timor Sea to support Donnie, or no, we need to move it there. Never mind. I had a thought. So what we could do, here's an idea. We move.
okay.
We just move Donnie to Coral Sea. We don't support it. We move Timor Sea to Gulu Morrigan still, and then we move Flores to Timor Sea. I mean, yeah, Flores to Timor Sea, and then Flores Sea to Timor. And we do that because if we're giving up Sumatra, we don't need the third unit. We don't need a unit in Java Sea, right?
So Timor Sea to Gulu Morgan, Danny to Coral Sea. Flores goes where?
To Timor Sea. Here, I'm drawing it out.
Timor Sea. And then Flores Sea would have to go to Flores, I guess.
Yeah. So here, I'm drawing it
Okay.
out. And then I can,
Yeah, we can do that. I see what you're getting at. I like it.
Yeah, we just abandon the front against. we tell Spain, you're on your own, buddy.
Yeah, honestly, it takes more units to hold than we have dots, and one of those units is a useless army. So I think it's the best play.
Yeah, we just hightail it out of there.
Flores to Timor Sea, that one's already in. Timor Sea to Gulu, whatever. Danny to Coral Sea.
And
that just bounces him to keep him isolated.
And as long as he moves, if he gets even one of those fleets and SPO out, we do just secure all 3 dots. Which is really good.
Yeah.
Getting 3 dots in a single theater is like, oh my god, we did that? Wow.
Yeah, we need a victory right now.
Yep, and then we can exile ourselves to Australia or something. We just go live there.
In our post-game commentary, we say, "We are the masters of an entire continent."
Yes.
Don't ask which continent.
There's there's what is this? I'm gonna pull it up. I don't know if I want to pull up on the monitor. Let me see. It's like the Ozymandias from Breaking Bad. I wonder, can I play it over my microphone too? Oh, wait, I can just play it on my phone. Yeah. Let's get copyright claimed.
I met a traveler from an antique land who said, 2 vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that its sculptor well those passions red which yet survive, stamped on these lifeless things. The hand that mocked them and the heart that fed, and on the pedestal these words appear. My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Nothing beside remains. Round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, alone and level sands stretch far away.
Yep. That's us.
I actually really love that, mostly because people so frequently misuse the purpose of that poem. Like,
Yeah, when it's like,
people say, "Oh, look upon my works, ye mighty in despair," as a way of bragging, and it's like, no, the whole point of the poem is that
it
it's
means
impermanence.
nothing. It means nothing. Everything you did, everything you achieved, it meant nothing. You know, the only people in history who did things that are remembered thousands of years later are the greatest of the great. Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar, Augustus.
Do you know the pale blue dot?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, they took the picture.
Think of all those kings and emperors who spent... I can't even do it justice, but...
All of human history, everyone who ever tried to achieve anything, and we are this one tiny blue dot in the sea of space, in the middle of nowhere, in the corner of the universe. It means nothing.
All that blood, all that war,
That's what I tell
to
myself.
fight each other for a fraction of a dot.
When I lose in diplomacy, that's what I tell myself.
You tell them at the end, sure, you may have soloed, but it means nothing in the grand scheme of the universe.
It means nothing, and you mean nothing. I put it into the void, and I pinged the commentary team. Yeah, that was really like a perfect moment to have that in. It's like, yes. Oh god, what moment is that in the video? It's gonna be like 32 minutes, I think. I'm half tempted to play it again, but that would really be off topic at that point. God, who is Pyoko? I probably shouldn't be like, oh, this is one of the angels. Okay, I'm like, well, now it feels bad because I'm like one of the top guys, and I just go like, who is this guy? I have no idea who they are.
Well, there are a lot of people in the community, so
yeah, I can't keep track of all of that. Did I get in? I don't think I got into SAO. I think England bounced me inadvertently. Yeah. Oh, I also told France I wanted to chill, and then I stabbed him. And then he got stabbed. Oh, everyone is stabbing each other. It's so based. Oh, yes, all the knives. The knives are flying.
I like how England promised to support us into Agadez. Ottomans tried to support England into Hausa states, and England just took Timbuktu. It's really kind of a perfect summary of the entire game. Everyone else tries to do stuff, and England wins.
Everyone's like making attempts, and it's like whatever.
Oh, good. We can finally disband that stupid fucking army in Sambas.
Oh, it got forced? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, you held it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's gone.
Alright, the stab against Mapuche worked perfectly.
Oh, yeah. Wait, did SPOs move? They went there, and they didn't land one of them. Okay, they have 2 in SPO, so they can maintain... unless we can get someone to cut one of their fleets.
I can probably swing it with Tokugawa.
Yeah.
Oh,
if we can get
somehow...
Oh?
Does Tokugawa not have any fleets? Yeah, Tokugawa does not have any fleets in North Pacific. I literally just assumed it's Tokugawa. They're going to have 5 fleets in North Pacific, right?
Tokugawa also stabbed us for Okinawa again. So... It was all...
well, that's fine. You know, I don't care about that at all.
It was all for nothing. Okay, what do we have for retreats then? We have Sumatra. I told Aymara to like retreat not directly into me because I'm just gonna kick him out of the dot again. Spain somehow lost Caracas. What did England cut? No, France cut them. Okay, well, you know. Oh, would you look at that? France got stabbed by England. Oh, wow. Who could have seen this coming? Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh, damn it. Portugal cut our support.
Where?
In Lopez Bay.
Ah.
So we don't get Mbanza.
Ah. We were going to have such a good time.
Now I think we have to cover Sao Tome.
Seems about right. Why did he cut it? Like, what? Oh, I guess. Oh, he's working with England, and he's gonna try and stab us and fall or something. Something stupid. Luxon is doing something stupid. I just know because that's how Luxon. He's like, all these massive plots to try to get a single dot, and then it fails, and it's like, okay, well, you could have just worked with us genuinely.
I literally do not understand Gold Coast to Lopez Bay. Like, I can't even.
It makes no sense.
What is the purpose of that move? It makes no sense. I didn't even consider it.
Oh wait, we can get Guarani to help us spite Mapuche. Oh hell yeah, Guarani, where is he? Where is he? Hey. Hey.
Do we have a clean map? I would really appreciate a clean map.
Not yet. That goes there. That should be. Oh, he has two. He has two fleets in. Yes.
Mapuche actually has 3 fleets in South Pacific.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm still gonna have. I'm still gonna get all of Mapuche's fleets in SAO or SPO and call it a day. I don't know. Yeah, let me just retreat to Batavia. Sambas disbands. Do I have any retreats?
Sumatra has to go to Batavia.
Yeah. I guess we go Okinawa disbands. Sambas
For sure.
disbands. Like that. There we go.
Okay. That's fine.
France says they tried to take a dot. Oh yeah, they tried to take English support into Amsterdam. Yeah, because they also lost Strasbourg here. Ugh, not a good time to be France. Not at all a good time to be France. I'm going to offer Sweden support into Brandenburg.
Yeah. Like, Congo is so hard throwing. I'm sorry, but there's no other way to explain it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
How do you get eaten this fast, this brutally?
Oh my god. I think Sweden wants to take my dot, so I'm gonna prevent Sweden from taking my dot. Or I'll try. I don't know if I'll succeed. Wait, did England just England just loses Edinburgh here, right? No. Okay, he can cover everything. Okay, yeah, but England's finally getting some problems from Sweden. Spain is offering to put us back in Sambas. I think we just say no.
I mean, we disbanded that unit.
Yeah.
What would we go in with? Nothing. We don't have anything adjacent to it.
Okay, if we can like finagle some builds from somewhere, then we can maybe have a dream. But Congo is coring Fernando Po, which is kind of annoying, as it turns out. like murder here. Okay. Okay, Aymara retreated the unit east because anti-Portugal, presumably. Okay, Flair's now pretending he forgot.
I
Yeah.
guarantee you that was just salt over VHC. Hey, tell them you forgot. Tell them you forgot. I mean, I'm still trying it anyway. I have nothing better to do with that unit, but
Yeah, we're gonna pretend to buy that. Be like, it's okay. Alright, I can start crowing Cayenne now so I can have another building location in South America, eventually. I'm not entirely certain how useful that's going to be, but...
yes, that's predicated on the idea of us getting builds again.
I mean, we might. We're disbanding retreats, so we actually might be able to finagle some builds out of, like... Because I'm getting Ghent in Europe, so if I can hold on to all the dots in Europe...
Yeah, I mean, we are taking 3 from
Mapuche
this turn.
Probably only 2, because I think he throws himself into Wuruk. But I'm trying to deceive Guarani into cutting all the units.
The problem is, once we take those 3 dots, what do we do from there? We don't want to step Spain. I guess Danny goes to close C.
Yeah, just to nail it down. Gonna want to move Timor C and have Flores support just in case France like cuts it or something stupid like that.
Yes, that's how I have it set up.
They totally would. Yeah, let me go enter my orders. How long do we have for orders? Like 20 minutes still? 18 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, we have plenty of time.
Europe is done. South America. I love how there's a province here named Broco Pondo. Like, that's such a mean name.
And my thing is, like, I kept misspelling it when I was doing mine, because in my head it's Broco, or Boko Pondo,
yeah.
I think is how I kept misspelling it.
It's like, oh.
I played a game as Spain, and it didn't do great, didn't do terrible, but my thing that I learned from that game is it doesn't matter how badly you outplay a player on the front that you're doing if they're a colonial and they're just taking dozens of dots somewhere else. Like, I out-strategized this England player that I was against every single season in the Caribbean, outplayed them over and over again, and it just didn't matter because they just kept dumping units from other places on the board into the region.
Yep. That's
so frustrating.
So when you play regionals, you have to like try to get some across the board stuff going, spread some lies or whatever. Like when I played Aymara in game 1.1n, when I stabbed Portugal, I did it because they were like, I mean, there were a few reasons, but one of them was because they were having trouble elsewhere, and then I got people to dogpile them. I did the same thing for Spain and the Netherlands. So yeah, it's just about really manipulating everything very well.
I really like the stab that we did on Mapuche. It seemed
Yeah, I think
brilliantly executed, and it's going to, especially considering that we're effectively in a losing position, to take 3 dots is pretty nice.
Yeah, that's really, really good. I'm gonna move. How is Spain doing this year? If Spain doesn't have Bill, no, I can cover everything still. Okay, there's no. I was like examining the potential of, you know, if I could do anything, but no, there's no point.
No, I think we need them in too many places.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I just sit on my hands in South America. I don't really see much to do.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying, but
I mean, I could try to attack Portugal, but I think Portugal's going up this year, and I need to make sure that I don't lose Marat-Sad to Guarani's final Hail Mary try to survive. Look at the Austrian Netherlands channel.
I feel like I should know where that gif is from.
That's Neville Chamberlain.
Oh, Peace in Our Time.
Yeah, he's holding up the piece of paper being like, peace in our time. I'm just repeatedly pinging the commentary team just to really make sure they're paying lots of attention to us. We're just very important. I guess the correct term would be self-important, but that sounds, you know. but I want to believe that we're actually...
We're content generators.
Exactly.
We're generating content.
And that content won't matter in centuries. When it all turns to dust.
Well.
Okay, I don't know what we're doing with Amazon, so we're just going to not. How does that all go out? Okay, what do I have left to do? Oh yeah, Carib. Do I stab Poland? I probably just stab Poland, right?
I mean, they're dying anyway, so...
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we're not getting the 3 off of Mapuche because Guarani is going to try to take St. Helena or Cape Coe.
Tokugawa, respond to me. I'm just curious what they said. Nope. Oh, they gave a shrug emoji, I guess. Like, somebody's like, hey, I'm gonna mercenary my fleet out to you. I'll do whatever orders you ask. And they go, okay, and they just immediately kill it.
It's like, no.
Okay, fine. I guess I won't have a fleet there anymore. Which I wasn't ever planning on doing anything with ever again, anyway.
Yeah.
Literally the only difference to me is that it's one less point of VSCC. That's it.
Okay, I'm making a message to England. How long do we have for orders so I can like readjust all this stuff? 11 minutes. Okay. I can't believe Ottomans fell for this England thing. Fool. These people. I guess, yeah, this is what happens when Salt has neighbors that really want to work with him, is they work with him, and then,
It doesn't work out well for Salt's neighbors.
yeah. I'm gonna adjust my orders a bit.
The previous variant that I ran, Salt got a two-way win, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
And it was another one of those things where literally Salt broke every single agreement that he made.
And people just, like
within a
trying.
year.
Yeah.
And it was like, who kept saying, like, oh, will you blah, blah, blah?
Yeah, it's like...
And he's like, yeah, sure, I'll help you. And then just immediately stabbed again. And I was like, how does this keep working?
Okay. At the Pascal posted in Council of Nations, we stand together in our NA triple, and I say, this NA triple is Inuit and Ute standing on top of Athapasca's corpse. True.
And I joined the NA triple, Firebender asked.
Yeah, I decided not to core Cayenne, because we don't really need more cores in South America, and I want to move units around instead of sit still and do nothing. Yeah, that's really all Firebender has. I'm taking a small risk that France tries to take back Ghent, but I think they'll prioritize Strasbourg, so I'll take that risk. May as well take some risks, right? What's the worst that could happen?
You have to at this point.
Yep. Yeah, it's time for death.
No, I got a good feeling about this turn. Maybe that's totally unreasonably unsubstantiated.
Well, of course you have a good
Undeserved.
feeling. You're taking 2 dots.
I'm taking 3 theoretically.
We're not getting the southern dot in South Australia.
No, we're taking Agadir in Africa,
Oh yeah, that's right.
supposedly.
As long as I don't get stabbed by like everybody who's my neighbor, I'll be fine. If I do, then well, I'll still be fine, really.
I mean, we are losing whatever it is. I don't remember what it's called. Words are hard.
Yep.
Sambas. We're losing Sambas in Sumatra, so.
Well, we disbanded the unit that was in Sambas, though, so it's not really lost if you think about it that way.
Hey, same is true for Okinawa.
Yep. Yep. I'm gonna tell Safavids the odds of England soloing is over 50%, because, yeah, those odds are over 50%. Yeah, the only saving grace is that the Mughals exist now. We've saved the Mughals from the depths of hell, or something.
Yeah, Mughals are doing okay.
I don't know why Mapuche is surprised that we decided to do this. He's like, nothing? Really? It's like...
Guys, people lied to me in a diplomacy game.
How could he do
And
this?
they violated their agreement.
Oh my god, I've been betrayed. Okay, I'm telling Mapuche if they send their fleets to Spain, I'll attack Spain. And, like, it's 2 minutes before deadline, so, like, you pressure them into making a decision.
Yeah.
The whole thing. I'm also gonna lie and tell McGuire he's cutting them anyways. Alright. Let's see if these lies work. I don't think the lies work. I think he's gonna see through them and be like...
No, look at that.
He's like, oh, are they? When I should have just my orders. Okay, make sure I don't get my support cut by Aymara. Okay, yeah, Mapuche definitely doesn't buy. He definitely does not believe anything I just said. Wait, is Spain stabbing us? adjust my orders.
No. He's talking about within Twitch, I think.
Oh. Come on. Yeah, I got my order in before the order's locked.
Yeah.
See, I could just blame everything on Salt. Listen, I don't hate you. I'm just next to Salt, so I gotta do it, man.
Yeah, if we could do this all over again, like starting from the beginning, I'd probably focus a lot more on trying to make good commentary for your stream. I'm just now kind of realizing that under pressure I tend to just go quiet, which probably is a bad thing if you want to be a YouTube star, right? But I am. I'm sure
we're
one of the
just...
things that I'm really impressed by when people that do the streaming stuff is their ability to like communicate while thinking. I'm sure it's just a practiced skill though.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of it. I've played a lot of like European Universalis 4 multiplayers, and so in like multiplayer wars, I basically, you have to like communicate to people. It's like, do this, do this, do this. In that tone of voice, by the way, people think that they know better, and I'm like, no, you have to like sit still with your armies, move them in like exactly this direction, and it's like, that's part of it, I guess, is communicating. It's communicating, but it's very like imperious communicating, because like there's no time to be like, hey, could you please do this? It's like a
Right.
It's like a do this right now. And if they say no, you just if they say no, you just yell.
Right. I just now noticed that there's an English army in the middle of Siberia, or there's an English fleet in the middle of Siberia, which I think is hilarious.
I wish it was annoying and made good moves. I mean, I say they made good moves. This is still like idiotic of them to commit this hard to fighting us, but
Right.
Oh, we could have asked. Spain had a fleet in NPO. Oh, we forgot to ask him to do something with it. We could have totally screwed over this guy. Oh, Gorani did survive. Okay. Yeah, I was just lying to everybody all the time. Oh my fucking god. Aymara. I hate Aymara so much. Okay, do we have retreats? Oh, let me look at Europe. Ah, Sweden. Bastard.
Congo. That sucks.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
Really, Azeron? What did we do to deserve this? What did we do? Yeah, and Portugal went for like a little dotting, but we're not dumb, so it didn't work.
Yeah, but they... it's just hilarious to me. Okay. I guess we're going to...
Going anywhere?
Nuri.
Yeah. And England actually went through with the support.
That was nice of them.
Yeah, I guess, Flair actually did forget. Okay, then. I hate fucking annoying people who... Oh, I'm gonna retreat my army behind your back lines, and I'm like... You get nothing out of that. I have units everywhere. You can't get any of these centers. Oh, I have a unit in your back lines. Oh my god. We're +1. We can make a build. I mean, we lost one dot, but we are +1. So Wait. Did England lose Plymouth to France? What? He did. They lost Plymouth to France. Oh, classic.
While losing Nantes to Portugal. While Portugal lost Lisbon to Spain.
Wow, this is really
incredible.
Oh my god, I'd be so much happier if we weren't getting like stabbed by everybody and I didn't have to deal with Aymara in my backlines. It would be so funny.
Wait, How did Mapuche get into Coral Sea?
They supported one of their, like, they had 2 on Warwick and then they had 2 on Coral Sea. Now it literally makes no difference. It doesn't change anything about the position at all. They have
Timor to Coral Sea. Okay.
Yeah. They have just managed to make things slightly more annoying. So yeah. I mean, I don't know. Are you sending Madara to Nuri, or do you want to send it to House Estates?
What would we do in House Estates? I guess that would put us.
It would stop us from
adjacent to a fellow. What, from Ottomans? They have to be disbanding, right?
They're -5, so probably yeah. But like, if we don't have it there, then Congo will walk into House Estates.
Okay.
And if we walk from Agadez into House Estates, then England will walk into Agadez. So it's all scuffed. I don't know.
I ordered it to House Estates.
Let's see. Can I get away with? Do we want to build in Amsterdam, or do we want to build in Indonesia? That's the question. I guess if we don't build in Indonesia, we just lose Batavia. So probably build in Indonesia, right?
I mean, they only have 1 on Batavia.
Yeah, but they'll go to Java Sea.
We've got. Oh yeah, no, you're right. We can't spare Flores and Timor because we lost Coral Sea.
So just build a fleet in Makassar and call it a day.
All right, sounds good.
Yep.
Honestly, I guess there's nowhere else to build, right? Can you do anything useful with it in South America?
I don't have any centers open to build in South America.
Any cores? Yeah.
Yep. England's promised me a Barbados, though. I highly doubt they'll go through with it, but they've promised it to me, so...
Is there any value to building in Amsterdam?
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any changes to the position. I still get, like, crunched by Sweden out of Bremen. There is no chance that is going well for me. Let's see. Oh yeah, what is England plus? Only +2. Okay. So people have been fighting them a bit. Mapuche said he's taking our deal. He got stabbed in South America. Yep. Something like that. I don't know. Looks like he got stabbed. Okay. That works. Okay, I'm gonna be mean to Aymara because I feel like I feel like this will not surprise him that I'm telling him, like, you better, you little shit, you know? Like, look at the Aymara Netherlands channel. What in the... Here we go. I'm gonna... Do you like little emoji I put? Aymara Netherlands. Little guy.
That's a rare Pepe right there.
Yeah. Do we want to lie to Mapuche and tell him we'll leave him Waruk and then just take it anyways?
Don't know what purpose that would serve. He's already agreed to leave.
Well, he's -3, so we can get him to make his disbands in a way favorable to us and then stab him. Probably ask him if it's a deal breaker. We take Waruk, and if it is a deal breaker, then tell him we won't, and then do it anyways.
Yeah.
Because once we have it, he can't do anything.
Am I supposed to feel sympathetic?
I mean, to be fair, we did ask for his help. He gave us his help, and then we immediately stabbed him in the back.
Okay. Look, he
just
contributed 1 unit. I contributed 3 units, and we both got 1 dot out of it.
Tell him, okay, we will leave you Waruk, and then have him make his disbands, and then take it anyways. That's what I would do. Just tell him that we'll leave it to him. We're not going to, and he should know that. He should know that we say that and we lie. But you should tell him that we'll leave it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's getting late enough in the Blitz that I don't think our diplomatic reputation will matter at all.
It really doesn't.
It really doesn't anymore. I think we've maybe averted England soloing. Like, I feel like there are 2 more years left, right? Maybe 3. England could solo in 3, but they can't do it in 2 from this position, I don't think.
Dude, there's no way, because Shoshone is like a monster. And every center that Shoshone takes, England has to take 2 in order to keep up. Like, they might be able to do an impunity between the 2 of them.
No, Shoshone can't expand that quickly. So yeah, okay, we've maybe just barely managed to avert the loss.
I'm actually shocked that 14 centers is enough to afford Swedish at 3rd place. But I guess that's
chaos.
The power of being...
Well, the big thing, all the colonials are like tiny. Shooting themselves, not in the foot. All the colonials are like shooting themselves in like the arms, and then they're trying to still have fist fights. It's like...
Athabasca is actually at 0. That's crazy.
Yeah, they died. Guarani's at 1. They're stuck in St. Helena.
Which is hilarious.
I'm gonna send Netherlands. Or I'm gonna send Portugal the longest so of all time. So.
Adron went +3, huh? How'd they do that?
I don't know. How did they go +3? They got 1. They got 2 in Arabia, and they got
one from Portugal.
1 in
Beira.
Portugal, yeah, Beira. The temptation to go find a way to kill Guarani and St. Helena is strong, just to prove the point of, like, you should have killed yourself to help us keep the dots. Yeah, see, Sweden's now pitching me on the anti-Britain plan, but we're just gonna sit this fight against England out. After spending the entire last year ringing the alarm bell, we're like, you know, actually, no. On second thought.
How is Poland still alive in Africa? That's crazy. Portugal's just been making really weird, stupid moves. just think it's hilarious
Also-
that they are
also-
completely dead in.
So England's very
In-
overstretched. Like, extremely poorly overstretched. Yeah. What were you gonna say? Sorry.
I just think it's hilarious that Poland is dead in Europe, but is doing fantastic in Africa.
Are they dead in Europe? Are they? No, they have Krakow. Okay, yeah, they're dead in Europe. Yeah, you're right. They're dead in Europe. Yeah, and yeah, I mean they're about to be like crunched in the Americas, though. That's what I'm setting up for. Nom nom nom.
And they have 4 centers in Africa.
Yeah, if they disband those retreats in Europe, they can rebuild a unit in Africa, and that's what I would do if I was them. I'd build a fleet there, and I would start existing. And it's the Blitz game where Firebender actually survives. Ain't that something?
I actually didn't think it was possible for a France to fully die in like 6 years, but somehow he managed it.
A France?
The game that Firebender played France, where
Oh yeah,
he ended
where
the
got
game
killed.
with 1 unit in Greenland.
Yeah, yeah, that was Fleet Marseille.
Yes, that game.
Ugh. Okay, what we have order? What order? Oh, we have a build to make. Yeah, that's right. We'll build a fleet in Makassar. All right. So here's how the Netherlands can still win. I gotta tell you, wants peace with us. I'm gonna tell him yes. Yep. Yeah, man. We'll do peace. You can take that. You can take that fleet right out of Sumatra, and we'll have peace. The greatest peace in the history of peace. I mean, I'm a peacemaker. I just love peace.
Oh God. What is?
What?
I forget why we retreated to House of States. We were worried that. Oh, I guess because Congo would just walk into it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. We gotta hold there and do our duty. I gotta grab the up-to-date map. Make sure my whole who actually watches these like all the way through, like 10 people probably. I mean, I was gonna say like 2 people, but I've had like, a dozen or so people bring up points in my commentaries from like halfway through, so I know that people actually do. I could just check my analytics actually. Wait a second.
I know that. I mean, I typically will watch stuff like this from Diplostrats or you or whoever all the way through. I'm usually multitasking. I don't just sit there and stare at.
You don't just sit there like and just intently watch the entire thing all the way through. It's like, I mean, I've gotten up to 90 subscribers on this channel, which is way more than I thought I would have. I guess there's an upside to like, announcing every video you make in a server with 1,300 people. That tends to help, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna put a little heart on that. I'm just midi blitting Ayutthaya. Oh, here we go. Look in the Congo chat. Are you disbanding anything after? We have a build. We have a build. Build. I'm building my diplomacy channel. Was the channel I post my diplomacy commentaries to. Damien, guess which 2 channels it subscribes to?
What's that? Diplostrats
and Florida Man.
Oh, there you go.
That's it. Let's see. What are the? I need to check my YouTube analytics. Where's that? There we go. YouTube Studio. Okay. So if I go to like part 1 of some other video, like part 1 of this Blitz analytics. 41% of the views on my Blitz video were from YouTube recommendations.
Yeah, when you get tightly paired in the algorithm with another channel, like all of your viewers come from Diplostrats or something,
Okay.
it starts spamming them with
with my videos too.
recommendations from your stuff.
Once they run out of Diplostrats videos, it's like, hey, here's the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So you get a message from me. Okay, this is hilarious. This is the upside of collabing with Diplostrats and getting him to link my videos in the description. Okay, so the viewer retention all the way through is 13%.
Which I'm sure is much, much higher than a lot of the Diplostrat stuff. Because, like, 6-hour video or whatever.
I mean, this video was 4 hours, so...
Right.
It actually... The viewer retention was 11% at 4 hours and 13% by 4 hours and 4 minutes when the video ended.
How could it be higher? Maybe I don't understand.
I guess people click to the end or something.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I guess... Yep. I love Diplostrats. Best YouTube channel of all time, Diplostrats.
Keep saying it.
Yep. Hey guys, I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm the new Diplostrats. That's what it is. Listen, I make great videos. Very, very much better than that Captain Meme guy on Diplostrats. He makes great videos, but they're not the best.
And by that, we mean that we love you, Captain Meme, if you're watching this, because you're amazing.
Yeah. But in the last Blitz game, you should never have stabbed Salt and I, because we were running away with the game, just like Ezio said, and Ezio was right. Ezio was right, and Ezio was right, and you shouldn't have done that.
This is what happens when you're just slowly losing. You start to go a little insane.
Can you +1 Aymara's message in Council of Nations like I did?
I don't get it, but sure.
I want him to do that too. Yeah, there's nothing. Okay. Back to the channel dashboard. Yeah, my A2 Aster video did have 1,000 views, so that's nice. It got... Okay, yeah, it got a good bump when it got linked by Captain Meme in a video. I can see it in the analytics. Yep, and the viewer retention for that one ended up at 10%. But it was like a good 20% until about halfway through, because I think that was me discussing like the planning process of that stab. Okay. What a life.
I like how Guarani disbanded their fleet on St. Helena in order to keep the one in SAO4. You had one decision and it was objectively wrong.
Yeah, I mean, there's no other dot to steal, so... Okay, let's see. Did Mapuche believe us and disband all their SPO fleets? Let me see. Where's the X's? Oh, I took the wrong one. Here we go. This one. Oh, they still have all those fleets. Okay. Where did they disband? Bahia Grande. Weren't they -3?
They disbanded Coral Sea.
Oh, okay. Coral Sea. They were -3, though. Where's the third disband? Did they disband a retreat?
Must have been. Hey, Ming finally built an army on the border with Ayutthaya. It's way too late, but
Yeah, I mean, they're never going to get anything out of that. Actually, they could. They could get Hanoi right now if they stabbed.
God, I'm just annoyed that Portugal still has Macau.
Yeah, that's the first. That's the
It
first.
no
thing
longer
Ming tried.
matters.
The first thing Ming tried to do was to get Macau, and they failed.
Let's start doing some actual moves.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Sweden's building a bunch of fleets as expected.
Unfortunately, I think our units are just kind of tied down by these stupid things in South Pacific Ocean.
I mean, Spain has offered to put me in Caracas, so I'm gonna say yes. And England offered to put me in Barbados, so I'm gonna say yes.
Good.
I mean, actually, maybe you have to cut Gulf of Paria here to get into Barbados. I mean, I assume England just takes Barbados anyways, but you know.
Man, some of these province names are so annoying to type.
I'm gonna go spread misinformation to Poland. I'm gonna be like, hey. Okay, I've lied to Poland.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. I mean, I assume England is going to put me in Barbados, but they're then going to stab me for it. But if I'm in Caracas and
Is
Barbados,
it really a stab at that point?
Yeah, I mean, you know. Well, my idea is I get into Barbados, but then I can, if I have a unit in Caracas, I can support myself into New Courland down from Barbados, and I'll have two entire extra dots to have. Can you imagine having 2 extra dots? Oh,
It's too much to even contemplate, honestly.
oh, yeah. I'm gonna have to see a doctor about that one. Let me go see Austria. Hey. Gonna try to get Austria and I to just hold each other against Sweden coming down and, I don't know, murdering us. Because I assume Sweden does just want, like, all of our dots.
England is probably going to fight Poland here, right? We think.
Yeah, probably. You have to imagine.
I almost feel like this is just begging Salt to stab us, but I'm gonna give it a try.
stressful. A little bit stressful. You know, this game is so much calmer when I don't have to worry about a Caribbean colony or an American colony.
Yeah, when you have a limited number of things to worry about, it does tend to become calmer.
Yep. Also, don't stab Mapuche in spring, wait until fall. Make moves like we're being friendly, so that they do what we want.
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, don't stab don't stab Mapuche yet. Wait to stab them until fall.
I mean, my units are just doing nothing then.
Is
it going to affect everything else that you do a lot?
I just want them to be out of SPO properly before we stab them, you know?
There's I just straight up disagree. Like, there's no way that they're actually going to follow through on that. I might as well just push for it right now. They didn't disband like they said they were. They didn't move back. I don't see any reason in order to hold off.
Okay. In that case, stab away.
All right. How do you say that and not just hold in St. Helena at least? Come on. I'm talking about Guarani, that is. Or, Guarani. So many things I need to learn the pronunciation of. Do you say Mapuche or Mapuche?
Mapuche.
Okay.
How long do I have for orders? 12? Oh, no. Wait, that's not... No, I want to see. 11 minutes. Okay.
Yeah. This is 120% in England solo. Like, I'm just looking at their Caribbean stuff and their East Coast stuff. It's like just solid red.
Well, like you said, there's a coalition developed against them. Like, France, I think, is going to cooperate with the regionals, you'd hope. Uchushoni's pretty strong, and they're cooperating with Spain. Spain actually has some fleets left in the area, so England can't just run them over without any resistance, I don't think. We are kind of betraying the resistance by taking their support into a bunch of dots and crushing people who are trying to fight them, but I don't feel bad about that.
Yeah, we're just trying to survive at this point.
I mean,
we're not under any obligation to act selfless for the greater good.
Because we tried that already. It didn't go well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even really helping them. I'm promising to help them into Benin, but I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, it makes no difference anyways, even if we do.
What do you mean, from where?
Oh, well, Loango or House Estates. No, like... which you know?
Oh. I'm dumb.
I mean, yeah.
What do you mean from where? You only have one? Okay. Get there, man.
Oh, can I wait, let me see if I can self promo. Let me see YouTube Studio.
Shifty's another one of the people that play Blood on the Clock Tower with.
Okay, copy this link.
It's funny because so Diplostrats put out that video, right? And I was like, I watched like 30 seconds of it, and I was like, oh, this is uber cringe. I hate it, and just like turned it off. And then Bumble's like, hey, come on, play this game with me called Blood on the Clock Tower. We just need one more. And now I play it like religiously. I don't know what it was. Like the first time I watched the thing, I didn't give it a chance, but now that I've actually really started to do it, it's a hell of a lot of fun. I totally see the crossover appeal from Diplomacy, just with the social aspect and the lying and whatever.
Yeah, I used to play Town of Salem, so that was a thing.
I like the one random Russian army in the middle of Qing territory.
They're on a vacation.
Man, Tokugawa has done nothing all game.
They've literally just sat there. They were like, we're going to take Okinawa. And I mean, yeah, congratulations, you took Okinawa. Ooh, what else did you accomplish? What else did you do? Nothing.
I mean, it's a pretty effective, like, Tokugawa Shogunate cosplay, I guess. Like, we are the isolation state.
Yeah. And that's all they are.
Somehow we have a really good chance of actually defending against Ayutthaya now at this point. I'm not even really sure how. I think it's just the geography.
Yeah, it's hard for him to get further down than this. That's like if I was playing, I mean, I am playing Ayutthaya in a separate game, so maybe I shouldn't be giving away my strategies, but I mean, I definitely, you just see that, like, as Ayutthaya, you kind of, even if you fight the Dutch all the time, you get to about this point, and then you don't go any further. You just...
Yeah, I feel like you have to start really trying to push out into Indian Ocean just to give yourself some, like,
yeah, you gotta...
some angles.
Yeah, you gotta find some other target, even if you do get to this point. I mean, you may as well do it earlier. But...
I mean, I suppose maybe think of Sumatra to, I don't even know the name of this province, Mentawai Strait. I don't think I've ever even moved to that province ever.
Yeah, I mean, there's no point.
I mean, maybe that's their angle, and then they try to put 3 on Batavia, but...
Like, you get 3 on Batavia, and then what? Like...
Yeah, I don't know.
There's nothing.
Because I'm going to have Java C. I guess maybe they hope that Spain stabs or something. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, maybe Spain does stab, but, like, at that point, whatever, man. Whatever, man. Spain stabbed. Oh, no.
Wanko.
I'm hoping...
Oh, that's me.
I'm hoping that France just, like, gives up. I don't know, we're being very counterproductive for the anti... I still find it hilarious how we organize an anti-England action, and then we're just, like, giving up. We're just like, no, actually, no. I don't want to be anti-England.
Yeah, fine with it. States. Did Abyssinia actually agree to that?
Probably. Just find somewhere to send Luango, and then we'll be done.
Yeah, I'm just watching Abyssinia Ham and Haw.
I'm gonna say please with a question mark. Please? I've been such a good ally.
Have we? Really?
I'm gonna make up a lie. Maybe making up this lie wasn't a good decision, but maybe it is.
I like how he's typing and he just stopped typing.
Stop typing. Like, wait a second. And then he starts typing. He had to like triangulate that for a second. Like, wait a second. Oh, that's right. He's not the one in Mandara. Yeah, he just knows I'm bullshitting. He knows immediately that I'm bullshitting. Random bullshit go. Yeah. Come on. I guess where's Lopez Bay going? Yeah, Gulf of Guinea. Good move. Now, as long as Portugal doesn't stupidly stab us again, we'll be fine. But knowing Luxon, they're gonna stab us again.
Luxon's argument was actually a pretty good one, which is that he's got Cormentin for free, so why would he take Sao Tome?
The problem is that he might decide to go Gold Coast to Sao Tome, then Mandan to Gold Coast, and Niani to Mandan, and then try to take it in the fall. I don't really see it as a thing that I would do, but it's definitely something he would do. Yeah, we're voting.
Yes, I agree, but we're a long way away from being able to have like moves that have no counterplay.
Yeah, I'm voting no on this draw, by the way. Fools. Imagine drawing the game.
Just dropping controversial takes.
Thumbs up. Yes, I agree. Yeah. Unbiased.
What do you mean he's kind of given up on Europe? He has one center in Europe. At that point, it doesn't matter if you've given up or not.
Yeah, you can say, you can be like, I've given up. It doesn't matter. I was going to make a joke at this guy's expense in the Council of Nations, but I just said no. I wonder... Are there any, like, good gifts? No, not really. Is it bad that I wasn't paying that much attention and I just realized that France started this year at 22 centers?
That's the thing that
Yeah.
kind of annoys me is, and I don't think there's any good solution to this, but you can be 100% dead in this game, but still have a ton of units left.
Yeah, I mean, he's
That's one of the
especially
things that I did with
colonials.
Civ Dip is I made sure to make it clear to everybody that, and of course this only works because the staggered entrance of players from the wait list, but I said, if you ever feel like your position's lost, you don't want to keep playing, you just say, my nation collapses, you know? Like, no one's ever forced in order to keep playing. If you don't want to keep playing, that's fine. And collapse your nation, and you'll have a bunch of independent units that other people can kill and take. But that's, you know,
Yep.
obviously doesn't work for 99.9% of diplomacy games.
Yeah. I'm being publicly asked to attack Mapuche by Aymara, so that's a good sign. Okay, moves are out. What happened? England lied. Wow, who could have seen this one coming? But you know who didn't lie? Spain. Good guy Spain never lied to me in my life. Good guy Spain. Let's see. Who else lied? Yeah, Sweden tried to take my dot. But, and he cut my
We could
unit.
conceivably retake Sumatra, actually.
Ooh.
Probably fails, but...
Oh, did Austria keep his word?
Oh my god, we got Warwick. Wait.
Yes, Austria. Wait, we got work? What happened?
I don't understand.
Oh, did Mapuche run away?
What happened to the... Mapuche
Yeah.
just...
He took all his
NMR'd?
fleets away. No, he moved his fleets into the Atlantic. Or something. I don't know. He moved one of
it's
his...
because of
oh,
the...
yeah, he's attacking Aymara with them. And he has a third fleet over there. Do we have 3 fleets to cover Warwick? Yes, thank God. Okay, we can hold on to it. Alright. That's that. What do we get down here?
Although I have to say that the Sulu Sea to Halmahera is a little sus of a move. Not really sure what the purpose of that is.
Yeah, it looks like Spain maybe is... at least that area of Spain is thinking about stabbing us, but they literally get nothing out of doing that. And, like... yeah, to Halmahera Sea specifically. This dude definitely thought he was getting peace with Ayutthaya and then didn't. So if you can question them on those moves, that'd be good. Do we have any retreats? I don't think we have any retreats, though.
Oh, never mind. It's just a straight up stab. Cotabato to celibacy. Okay, Spain is stabbing us.
Well, Cotabato to celibacy, but, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it is
No,
a
it's
stab,
100%.
But, like, why? He's just dying to Ayutthaya. He just gets killed if he goes for the stab.
Yeah, I don't even really... Now I really wish... well, whatever.
Yeah,
We can't save Monado.
Well, I'm gonna try to hold on to being chill. That's the only way that I keep Caracas. Or, not really. I mean, I could keep it any which number of ways. Oh, yeah, we get Fernando Po back here, I think. But if we go for Fernando Po back, we lose Sao Tome to Portugal, because they'll stab us for it. Guaranteed.
Why did England go from Great Ardra to Adja? That makes no sense to me.
I guess they didn't want Cormonton to get disbanded when it got forced.
They could just retreat to Nazi. I'm mystified.
Let's see if we can get Spain back on side by offering them support back into Banjarmasin. I mean, keeping Spain on side is really important here, I think.
I mean, whatever you want to say to this, they're arguing with each other over stuff. So I'm going to operate under the assumption that this stab is going to continue.
Well, the
I
problem
mean, there's literally nothing we can do about it, so.
Yeah, well, they also got stabbed by Ayutthaya.
I know. Oh, see, yeah, okay. Well, at least he admits it, I suppose.
Yes, so what we're going to do is we're going to try to cooperate with them, because the only
I won't say anything.
The only way that
I'll let you handle it.
The only way that we hold on to Australia is we use Coral Sea to hold it. And if we have to cover Donnie with it, then it gets all screwed up. Also, Tokugawa just put 4 fleets. No, 5. Tokugawa just put 5 fleets in the North Pacific. So they have a they have a Death Star. Uchishone has lost Hawaii.
Does Mopuch even care that we took Australia?
They said they wanted to take it back. I don't know. I mean.
Oh.
Like,
okay.
He said new gold color in the outback. I mean, whatever, man. I guess if you really want to throw your game away attacking us, because we dotted you a few times, when you've been brutally stabbed by the rest of your neighbors repeatedly, then you can. That is your prerogative. It's just like not a very good one.
I mean, we can hold Warwick. I think forever.
Yeah.
Coral Sea, Gulu, and Warwick.
Well, the only way we don't hold Warwick is if he moves a fleet into Antarctic Basin and then fills up SPO. And then he'd have 4. But, like, you know, at that point...
That's an awful big commitment for 1 dot, so...
Ooh, my dogs are barking in the background of the video. Bark, bark, bark. Oh my god. Oh my god.
So do we think that there's any chance that this reversal by Spain is legitimate? I think it is, right? Because they're mad about Ayutthaya? Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, yeah, let's go back to fighting Ayutthaya, eh? Aye, yeah.
Oh, I thumbs up your... I thought that was them saying that. All right.
I love the really long that old world Spain put. Like realizing in real time that they screwed up.
No, I'm like 90% sure that
they didn't communicate this.
The Baguette just offloaded the blame for that decision onto their partner.
Because Baguette still supported my unit into Caracas.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, no retreats. Alright, we are living. And the dogs are barking. It's not showing up in Discord, probably. It's like noise suppression, but...
No, I can hear it, but it's not bothering me or anything.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna put a heart on this. Yep. Okay, well, I'm just gonna tell Salt, like... Okay, I'm telling Salt that Guyana Current's gonna go to SAO, but it's not going to SAO, it's going to Guadeloupe. I'm lying. Imagine lying about where a unit's going.
Really?
Couldn't be me. Wait, didn't... Yeah, Poland's fleet there got force disbanded. Huh. Yeah. Their fleet in Caracas got force disbanded because they self-bounced. Well, skill issue. Wait, or did it get... Wait, did it? Oh yeah, because misorder. It didn't get force disbanded. Okay then, never mind. I'm wrong. Wrong. Okay. All right, let's see. What other dots do we see in take? Well, I can actually finish core in Ghent, so we can have a third core in Europe. So that's pretty nice.
Is it?
I mean, yeah, we'll have to build so many units in Europe, I'm sure. Guess I should have moved like Utrecht to Munster or something. But come on. Yeah, I'm gonna get creative here.
All my orders are in. I think it's been really interesting that we've somehow managed to keep almost exactly the same number of units throughout the whole thing.
And we went 14, 28, 23, 22, so yeah. It's weird.
No, I mean, like, each of us have kept control of exactly half.
Oh, yeah, I like that. That's funny.
Yeah.
Abyssinia is offering support for Kanembornu de Mandara. Oh, it's because Congo just stabbed Ageron.
Which unit am I moving in with? Alright, cool. I've already got the order in.
I'm gonna take credit for knowing it in advance. Isn't that one great?
What do you want to do with Africa? Flair says,
Give us dots. Thank you.
I am killing Congo. Do as you please. And don't die. I don't know if I can be any more transparent than I am killing Congo.
Thank you. Just gonna confirm with Abyssinia the yes, we're doing that. I'm gonna put just reacting with 1984 to everything. Alright.
Wait, how is Poland still alive in Krakow?
I don't know, honestly.
The one dot that never dies.
Alright, well, I keep getting tempted to sit still and just core, like something in South America, but then I'm always like, no, coring is stupid. Because it is. And we have all of our orders in. Yay! We're having a wonderful time here, folks. Very quiet.
I will leave you with everything you have currently.
Who is saying that?
It's Ayutthaya. You have done nothing but relentlessly attack the entire game. Why would I believe that?
I just said okay and put a heart on it and called it a day. I mean, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, there's no point
that.
in...
Do you want to coordinate with Spain on their moves, by the way, for Southeast Asia?
Let me take a look. I mean, I don't really need any coordination with them.
I figure
frankly, I think they're just gonna take our dots, but if they do, then I just have no words for how silly that is.
Well, at least fake cooperating with them, right? Like, be like, what do you want to do with Banjarmasin? Just so they think that we're working with them again.
I mean,
it's negligence, it's negligence not to try, at least, even if it's just like a 20% chance that they don't walk into Donnie and take it. Right?
I think they just need to turn around and do the well, whatever, I'll talk with them.
Yeah, because the only way that progress gets made there is if you support them into Banjarmasin. So we tell them we're going to do that, and then we don't do that.
I don't know. I think they just need to... No, that doesn't work.
All right, I'm getting Mapuche to be sympathetic to us now, I think. All right. Yeah, there we go. I think we've got Mapuche to back off of the threats of a death war, but we'll see.
like Spain has to reverse course, or they're just hard throwing. But I don't know. There's nothing I can do about it either way. So
Yeah. Look in
They're
Council of Nations. They guys pointed out that the Caracas unit's like half in and half out of Caracas and Orinoco. So I'm using quantum mechanics. All right. Yeah. Yeah. That's a really good analogy by Abyssinia. It's a bit like trying to work out the position of a seagull by throwing baseballs at it. Yep, I'm just gonna tell Ironside, like, yep, we're very friendly. Definitely not planning on fighting you. Nope. Except for all the orders that we have in that do fight you. But, I mean, that's completely unrelated. Completely unrelated.
What's crazy to me is that, like, this isn't even kind of a back and forth thing. Like, Ayutthaya has just been, like, unrelentingly aggressive towards both us and Spain the whole time. And somehow, like, there keeps being negotiation. Like, what do you think's gonna happen? They're gonna keep doing the exact same thing they've been doing the whole game without stop.
Well, Spain bought their bullshit, so.
I know, that's why I'm just floored. Oh, Spain lied to me. Or Ayutthaya lied to me.
Ayutthaya lied to me. Oh, really? Wow.
Shocker.
Alright, let's see. Orders locked? No. Draw. No, why are we paying for a draw vote? Oh my god. Stop. Guys, we don't need to propose draw votes every 2 seconds. We know there's not going to be a draw. It's not happening, so stop trying.
Also, there's 6-hour slow mode enabled.
Wait, really? I'm glad I haven't sent a message, or I did send a message there earlier, right? Oh, I didn't. I haven't sent my message yet. Ha. We better not be delaying the game for these straw votes. I'm gonna ping them. Okay, I'm gonna put 2 question marks on it to make sure they know that I'm kind of pissed if we are. The votes are a draw. 11-11. That didn't show up on the microphone, but my stomach just rumbled.
It did.
Did that show up on the microphone in Discord?
Yeah.
That definitely showed up on the recording. Oh, yeah, this is what happens when you have a small lunch, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There's really nothing more to talk about, I don't think. I mean, there's like little bits and pieces of things we could do for deceptions, but I really don't see the point, you know?
Yeah. I think it's pretty much established at this point where we're headed. Hey, there's a French army in Spain, so there's that in Madrid.
Wait.
Not sure how that happened.
Okay, yeah. I do. Why? Why? I don't get it. There doesn't need to be a French army in Madrid. That's not what we need right now, France. We don't need French armies in Madrid. We need French armies in England. Okay, I'm just telling Spain okay to whatever tactics they made and not reading them. The upside of taking Australia is that we have a new fortress to fall back to.
Yeah.
We have somewhere else to hide. Okay, yeah, I told Salt to land a fleet in Caribbean Sea. The idea being that in order to do that right now, he has to not cover Guadalupe. I think. I mean, he doesn't have to not cover Guadalupe, but if he covers, like, if he does, then he's giving up on New Courland. So, you know.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Just a little dot. We always love English dots, you know?
Caribbean is so dot intense. Like there's so many dots there.
There's so many dots. If you consolidate it, you're in such a good position. Alright. Winter orders locked. 30 seconds. Okay. Well, I'm going to be right back while the orders are being locked.
Alright.
Alright, have we been stabbed? Oh. Well, England saw through my attempt to stab them, so... Oopsie. Just a little recreational bouncing.
Spain has brutally stabbed us, which is straight up throwing.
Yeah, that is... That really is. I mean, whatever. I guess they lose everything to Ayutthaya. Like, what? Like, why? What did you gain? You gain literally nothing. Yep. Okay, yeah, I guess you were right. I just didn't think they would be this stupid. Like, I don't get it. Madness. Have we retreats? Bremen. Oh.
What the heck?
Is that a retreat? Is that... But that shouldn't be a retreat, right? I guess maybe like they cut the support and so they bounce out of Kiel or something stupid like that. Like I imagine. Right. Yeah, okay, they get bounced out of Kiel. That's fun. I guess... Yeah, okay. Do we retain the Bremen army?
That's on you. Haven't even been looking at Europe.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, do we have... I assume we have more disbands.
So we lost 2 to Spain. Gained... Warwick.
Okay, well, minus
our,
one. Minus one.
Oh, because Portugal took Septoma, of course.
Oh, yeah, that was going to happen. Why'd you put a smiley face when you say new issue? I lost the dot. Oh, next year will be the final year of the game, so hopefully things go quickly and I don't have to have any problems. Okay, so yeah, minus one. What do we want to disband then? So Africa has 1, 2, 3, 4 dots and 1, 2, 3, 4 units. South America is low on units compared to dots, but I think I can make good of that.
I mean, you can just retreat the Bremen, and then we disband it if we think so.
Yeah.
I think we need to, or whatever.
We could... What's Austria? Plus? I assume Austria is plus.
+3.
+3. Okay, I'm going to retreat it friendly to Austria then.
Spain went -4 even with taking 2 of our dots suicidally. France went -7. Yeah, so us going -1 doesn't look too bad.
I mean, yeah, because I can just move my armies westwards against Spain now. I mean, I assume I get stabbed by England here, actually, so maybe I can't. Like, England just takes Caracas. Okay, well, we're stabbing Spain here, but telling them we're not. Let's see. Okay, England. So the funny thing is, France is a -7, and England is only +3. And this is the last year, so England is not going to solo. We've managed to position things just right, so England doesn't have a solo opportunity. So that's good. Let me calculate. So it builds. Yeah. Wait, how did they... Wait a second. They lost Manila? They lost Manila doing this?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, because both those units got cut by Tokugawa. Well, there you go. That's what happens. What a surprise. Alright, one disband. Let's see.
You can take Tangara. Doesn't really matter. It's not going to achieve anything.
Yeah, it is the last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's too far to do anything useful.
Let's see. How can we dot greed? Well.
I am impressed by Uchishone, rather.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a good Uchishone game. Everything they wanted, they got.
It's just a crazy good Uchishone game. They stomped. This might be a Shoshone solo if the game continued.
I think they'd run into England and maybe run into problems at that point. But they'd be in the impunity, like, guaranteed.
Yeah.
All right. Standings. Yep. Well, if we get really lucky, we can end above Portugal. So let's see how lucky we can get. All right.
New objective: make sure that Congo is dead by the end of the game.
We have 1 year to do it. I actually don't think we can.
We can't, but we can.
Actually, no. They might die. Actually, no, because they lose Pango to Portugal. Oh, but they can't cover Benguela, so they're going to be able to sit in Benguela and survive, I think. Unless they play it
Shame.
poorly. If they play it poorly, then they'll die.
I actually don't think like any of my moves matter in any way.
It's kind of the downside of it being the last year and being kind of a mediocrely powerful power. You could probably slap yourself into Benin, depending on how things go. Oh, wait, Congo has to disband, like, everything but 2 units. So yeah, you can get yourself into Benin.
Yeah, I just... I don't know why I was being polite, but I was trying to be polite with England. Yeah, I think everything's pretty much settled.
Mostly. I'm gonna try some shenanigans in South America.
Mm-hmm.
England's offered me support into Cartagena, but I don't believe they're gonna do it, so I'm just gonna hold. And I think Spain is gonna support me to hold. And I'm gonna try to get a fleet into Guiana Current, I think. Get the army to Parmur into Orinoco. See what I can do. Oh, Flair wants to put 2 on Cormonton. Yeah.
You know, for the guy that only went +1 year 1, Abyssinia's doing okay.
Yeah.
They pretty much just have their starting territory, but I mean...
Well, it really helps that the Ottomans just got, like, cleaved to bits. Like, on all the other fronts, the Ottomans, like, just died. The only one they haven't is up towards Poland, but that's because Poland also died. So, there's really not much to do there.
I'm going to try to cash in some favor from the Mughals.
Okay.
You could.
What is the favor going to be? Like killing people or something?
No, if they cut Andaman Islands...
Oh, we get Sumatra. Yes.
We can get Sumatra.
That would be really good.
Likely, no.
I got the gift. Got the gift for it. Ooh.
See, I don't have the heart in me in order to push it further than that.
I'm gonna push it. What is this? Is it bad that I'm putting that gif in when I never watched Lord of the Rings?
You've never watched Lord of the Rings? Sorry, that just processed to me.
Yeah.
It's only like a 20-hour commitment. Come on.
Yeah, only a little bit. This is the first time I've messaged France in 2 hours because we stopped messaging them because they kept on being stupid. Like if they had just done what we said and built fleets to fight England, then England would have died and we both would have done really good. I mean, I say we both. England would have died, and then we would have stabbed France at the right time, and we would have done really well, and France still would be dead. But France would be, dead, but we'd be fine. So, like...
What matters is my happiness.
I am the only one that matters, okay? Because you know what? When it's all said and done, where is it? Listen, everyone else is Ozymandias, but we are different.
What are the chances that Mapuche tries to retake Australia?
I think you just sit 2 units there, call it a day. I mean, I don't know what else you're going to do with those units, other than...
So, Coral Sea could be used to save Flores from the Spanish attack.
Oh, yeah.
Which is probably the objectively correct play to do. But
yes.
I want to make the joke that we're the masters of a continent, and that means that we have to control the 2 centers on Australia. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, we have to control that. Unfortunately, we don't have an army in the area. We disbanded it because it was so useless. Can we come
No. Our only goal is to be the masters of an entire continent, and that requires keeping Warwick.
Well, we could convoy... I wonder if Mapuche was up for a meme. We could convoy the army in Marat... No, there's no... Oh, there are no fleets in SAO. Nobody has a fleet in the South Atlantic at all. I was going to be like, we could convoy an army from Marat side all the way to Australia and then color the outback.
Alright, Captain Meme.
But...
Your meme convoys.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine we would just get stabbed.
I mean, it's either try to hold Australia against a potential Mapuche attack versus a guaranteed attempt by Spanish units in order to take more of Indochina, Indonesia.
Yeah.
I should be defending against Spain, but the memes.
Well, you just leave the 2 units. Just leave the 2 units on Australia to defend Spain, and then we can move the Coral Sea 1 north.
You don't think he puts all 3 on work if he wants it?
He only has 2 in SAO.
Oh, he's only got 2.
Yeah.
My bad. Alright.
Exactly. I'm gonna go cooperate with him.
Sounds good. Orders are locked.
Builds.
Oh, okay. That's what happens when you have no units left in there to do anything with.
Yep. Do you like my message to Mapuche? Okay, let's do some murder. We're not gonna
do some murder.
I'm gonna get demonetized for that one.
No, you gotta call it like self-deleting or whatever. Whatever memes the new Gen Alpha kids have come up with, so they don't get demonetized.
Yeah, the way that like people don't say like die anymore or whatever. It's unalived. It's like just say die.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna I'm gonna unbuild my armies. If they disband, or YouTube will demonetize me.
Yep. I'm telling Mapuche that we're going to sit 3 units there to make sure so that they don't even try to put 3 into SPL. Although in retrospect, we probably should have disbanded Munster. No, Munster's good. Munster means that if I didn't have Munster, Sweden might be able to come take Utrecht.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter either way.
Actually, no, Sweden can't get anything else out of me, so we're fine.
You have to get going, by the way?
Not for another, 45 minutes.
Oh, okay. You got plenty of time.
4:15 is when I'm gonna dip. 4:15 Eastern, the proper time. I can't believe anyone lives in any other time zones. I mean, I couldn't.
Supposedly there's people in Europe, but I don't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, if there were people in Europe, they'd, I don't know, eat frogs or something stupid like that.
Yeah. Gross. Genuinely unimpressed with Spain, but that's okay.
They get what they deserve. Which is nothing.
Just a bad stab.
Well, I might get Luxembourg here, and then we can be historical Netherlands from after the Congress of Vienna. We'll have the Low Countries, and that'll be...
Benelux.
Yes. Benelux. Benelux.
Benelux plus Munster and Cologne.
Exactly. Greater Netherlands.
Yes.
Just don't look at the rest of the world. I wonder if I go to...
No, we voluntarily decolonized, okay?
Yeah. That's what we call it. You know what? We're going to make a slight change. I think we're probably going to... Yeah, we're going to go minus this year, probably. But maybe not.
It's not super impactful.
Well, if I play this right, I could get Japura and Madeira by stabbing Spain and Aymara at the same time. So...
Anything that involves stabbing Spain is good by me.
Okay, I'm really being anti-Spain in my messaging, just to really drive that point home. Wait, can I get both? Survey says not actually. Unless Portugal helps us, but... Oh, and I can just stab Portugal instead. Ha.
Even better.
I'm going to enter orders, and I'm going to click view orders again. There we go. I'm going to make a really cancerous arrow with Caracas. Caracas is going to support... let's see. Caracas is going to support... What's a funny unit? Beijing. Or I guess Peking on this map. To London. There we go. That's a good order.
It's slightly invalid.
No, I'm sure this one will work. We're opening a portal. We are magicians.
Well, it was fun, regardless of how things turned out.
Yes, I am annoyed at France still. I cannot believe that they didn't see this coming.
That was obviously the more impactful thing. I'm personally more annoyed with Spain for the mind-blowingly bad stab.
Yeah, the -2 stab. Classic diplomacy player move.
I like, and I don't obviously want to make like legitimate accusations, but I think my feelings are best summed up by, so Ayutaya's Venmo came through, huh?
Yeah.
That was my first thing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stand by that.
Well, on the bright side, I have Ghent as well. Ghent is supporting Beijing to London as well.
Oh, I
So-
like your final thought on it too. Indonesia's stab was idiotic in its entirety, obviously. Man, you have a way with words. I like it.
Oh yeah.
I like Baguette, don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna give him shit whether it was his idea or someone else's.
Yeah, or her idea.
Baguette's yet another one of the Blood on the Clock Tower players.
Let's see. I feel like we get stabbed by like everybody here except Austria. Austria, I gotta say, Austria's been great. Austria tried to dot us one time, but other than that, Austria has really been my best ally of this position. They've just been like reliable. They've offered me support into centers.
Not really a stab at this point in the final year. It's just
Well.
kind of a free-for-all.
Well, you know, let's see. What did France propose for orders again? I didn't even pay attention. I just yeah. Oh, I gotta change my orders then. Okay. Because if France does those orders, then I make it into Luxembourg. But I have to have Vincun to hold it. But then maybe I can land in Strasbourg at the end of the game. Can you imagine? Then instead of being Benelux, you know what we are instead of that? We're Lotharingia. Ooh.
Feel like you also need Dijon for that? Maybe not, though.
Yeah, probably. I mean, realistically, you need Dijon. But, like, Dijon is more like Burgundy, right? Like, that was part
Yeah.
of West Francia.
As long as we're being picky about fictional countries. And no, they're not actually fictional, but...
Well, at this point, this far away from when they exist, they pretty much are fictional.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right. All right. Announcements. Why are we voting on a draw again? No. Just play diplomacy. Play the game. Immediately, it's a failure.
Like how they said, we're expecting, and everybody started putting the pregnant man emoji.
What SAO provinces are we going for? Yeah, we're going for SAO 3 and 4. Yep. I'm just lying out my ass to Portugal. We're not moving anything to SAO.
No way Luxem tries for Sao Tome here, I think. Wrong chat.
Where could they possibly move into SAO from? What? They don't have any units that can go there. Whatever. I'm looking for a good GIF. Alright, I'm gonna be mean to Spain. Look and draw modes.
Burn the witch.
Burn. All right. Did you hear my keyboard at all?
No.
Okay, on the recording end, I just mashed my keyboard like 100 times and put it into Netherlands Portugal, and I told Portugal that if he can decode it, I'll throw to him. Now, there's no code. I just mashed my keyboard like, 20 times. Yeah, the Abyssinian player is just reacting with pregnant man to everything. Alright, let's see. it's still 5 minutes until spring moves, and we have nothing. We have nothing to do. Should I trust Salt?
No, you should not.
Because just the fact that I'm asking that question means it's an immediate no, actually. You know what? I'm gonna go for a risk. I mean, this like guarantees that I lose that, but I lose that anyways, guarantees, so I don't really care. Yep. Alright. What chaos? I miss the days when I had Kiel and Bremen and things were good. And now they're bad. Alright. I'm just gonna... Alright, let's go with the public salt. Public saltiness, I guess. It's not really public salt in the salt sense, as it were. So, you know. Let me see. We gotta ping.
At least Congo died. That's what really matters.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Congo. I'm gonna ping them. Say Congo is dead. Poggers. You could move House Estates to Oyo and try to stab England if you wanted. That would be an idea. I don't know what your orders are. Oh, Agadez.
House Estates to what?
If you move to Oyo and then you have a unit in Benin, where's Gulf of Guinea going? Benin. If you move Fernando Po to Benin and then support it with Gulf of Guinea, and then Hausa goes to Oyo, you can stab England for Great Ardra and fall.
Sure, why not? Let's finish it off with a bang.
Or just locked in 53 seconds, so I mashed my keyboard to get it out.
Alright. Wait, you don't have to do the underscores? I've
No.
just been wasting my time this whole time?
Yeah, that's not been a thing for months. You've been able to do that easily for months. There we go.
Well,
I'm glad
today
I
I learned.
Order just got locked like 2 seconds after I put that in. Yeah, I mean, I also moved Guinea Current, or Guyana Current, to Leeward Sea. So if England doesn't bounce that, then I get a chance at either Puerto Rico or Saint Martin or Guadeloupe.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Shoshone to win.
Well, we can't throw to them, unfortunately. Then again, I don't think I'd throw to anybody in this game, in this hellscape of a game. You know what I should do? I should just title the video "Winner POV," and just ignore the fact that we didn't win. Just crop it at the end of the first year and be like, "We doubled, we won." Winner.
Oh man, the channel named Domestic Terrorism got deleted.
Wow. But international terrorism is still around. Did I put Parmoba to Carib or did I not? I forget. I hope I did. Hey, I did. I'm so smart. And I stabbed Portugal. And England didn't bounce me. Hey, I got a 50-50 on St. Martin and Puerto Rico. Oh, but I lose Cayenne. Okay, that's maybe not worth it, actually.
Oh, wonderful. So Ayutthaya and Spain. No.
Wow. Wow.
Ayutthaya is just helping out Spain while also taking their dots.
What an interesting strategy from Spain. Okay. I
should have.
think I get a Portuguese.
That was just a huge miss on my part. I needed to have attacked from Java C, and that should have been tactically obvious. So I apologize for that, because that's just a blunder on my part.
Did we lose Batavia? No, Batavia's still there.
No, we didn't lose Batavia, but we should have taken Sumatra if I had played correctly.
Well, then they would have been in Java C, and then we wouldn't have the ability to defend Batavia properly, I don't think. Okay, we could defend it, but we would lose Sumatra anyways. It's not a particularly important tactical move, I won't lie.
Fair enough.
Let's see, just Java C. Okay, Austria kept their word. They got, like, murked by France or something. Did anything move here?
Am I doing something wrong, or does the bot just not know how to draw Gulu Moirin supporting Warwick?
Yeah, it just doesn't.
I'm pretty sure it just
doesn't know.
It just doesn't know how to draw that correctly.
Let's see. Okay. I landed in Luxembourg. Hey, I did it. I did it. I have a dot. I have a dot. Yay. Life is good. Of course, I'm glad it's the last year, because Sweden is setting up my head on the chopping block to crush. So do get a dot out of Portugal. We finally get to take a dot from Portugal. Oh wait, or do we? They could hit Marit's side with 2. Do we have a unit on the SA or the S? No, we don't. I'm gonna ask England for assistance. Right? No, it doesn't matter because they're gonna move that one. Okay. My dot, no. I'm going to offer Sweden support into Strasbourg and then not give it.
Okay.
right.
Oh, I just... Algernon stabbed us for Mandara. Don't think there's anything we can do about that.
Nope. The dot is gone. On the bright side, we are going to get Great Andra from England. And they can't do anything
Yeah,
about
but I
it.
could have just taken Timbuktu, but whatever.
Well, no, because
Doesn't matter.
they have a unit in Mali. Or, oh wait, no, they don't. They have a unit in Ualada, so they could have still bounced it.
Probably.
And I doubt Poland supports us. They're going to be greedy and go for Ouagadougou. Okay, Poland has a tactical dilemma there to settle. Wait, we got Sumatra anyways? Yeah, we got Sumatra, Damien. Look.
Nice.
Let's see.
Sure, how?
Well, Javasi went to Tangara, so we can't. We have to move it back to Batavia.
Yeah, that's my bad.
That's okay.
I did not think we took Sumatra.
Yeah, you're sitting here apologizing, and then I looked at the map and I was like, wait a second.
I probably should have gone for syllabus C, huh? Would have been the correct retreat. Obviously, my head's just not in the game. I've been making a lot of mistakes in this last year.
There's no point going for syllabus C because they bounced both Makassar and Manado because Flores C borders.
Yeah, they could, but that would mean... I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, it's tactically meaningless. I think you just pull Sumatra back south to Batavia and we call it a day. And we will end as the third most powerful colonial, which, given we had a France who just never built any fleets to fight England with, and wait, France got Port Royal? I don't understand. I'm not going to pretend to understand what has happened in this game. Oh, well, Ayutthaya moved to the Indian Ocean with their retreat, so that's something that happened. Let's see. Okay, we still are going to retain Batavia, though. Alright.
They have 3 on Sumatra, so we lose that.
Just pull Sumatra down the coast to Batavia with support from whatever this is.
Mentawai Strait.
Mentawai Strait.
It's the right move.
Yep. And we call it a day. We say, we survived. Please clap.
It was fun.
I wonder...
I always fully type out supports even though I know I don't have to. It's just a comfort thing.
Yeah. Okay, so Portugal might decide to take Marat-Star from us, but they also could just take St. Helena for free and kill Guarani. So.
Oh, wow. Mapuche really doesn't give a shit anymore. Okay, that's fine.
Is that like press or is that moves?
No, I just mean they don't have... I guess they are fine with us
they
controlling
gave up.
Australia.
We kept doing press and we made ourselves sympathetic, and then they stopped hating us.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Alright, so where's the meme province? We're gonna send all of our units to one specific province, right?
I am actually going to be using most of my units.
Alright, fair enough. Most of my moves do not matter, so... I'm going to say, who am I the most mad at? Oh, of course, Spain. Work too.
What's the funniest
Anything
Spanish
that-
province to center something on, though? You know? Oh, go
I'm going
Car-
to send
go
it to Madrid, even though that's not a
go-
Spanish province anymore.
Go to Cartagena, because I'm legitimately moving a unit to Cartagena. So it'll just look...
No, we're all going to Madrid.
Or the other thing you can do is you could file every unit supports Caracas to Cartagena, and then it will look so cancer. Like, let me look at what my supports looked like for the Beijing move. Yeah, look. Yeah, I'm gonna look at the 1647 spring moves. Look what the spring moves look like when I supported to. Here, let me see. See, you gotta do a support, man. You gotta do a support. Let me
wow,
stream
that's
this.
some
Do you
pretty
see that?
crazy ones.
Yeah,
I do.
Have it all support. I guess you don't have to do
No,
Caracas though.
I'm just gonna. I gotta go with the simple thing. I gotta just move everything to Madrid.
No, come on, we gotta make it look really funny. We can make it look so.
I'll tell you what.
So funny.
You can overwrite my moves if you feel that strongly about it. I'm gonna order everything to Madrid.
It will look.
I won't be mad if you issue orders to my units.
It will look so funny and so stupid, but so funny.
I am going to want to actually do a few moves to try to get a center where it can matter.
Tactics. Okay, I'm just gonna send orders to Aymara and hopefully he does them. Okay, like
My orders are in. If you want to do anything silly with it, that's fine.
right. I'm just gonna do my orders, and then I guess the deadline is gonna be after I must leave. So I'm gonna enter my orders, and then pretty much call it a day.
All right, sounds good.
There we are. We'll see where we end. I'll be able to look at the orders or whatever, how they go, but I won't be able to join a VC. Tragically. Here we go. Support. Okay. I've really cleared a lot of units out of South America.
Yeah, considering how tough of a position it was, South America ended up faring relatively well.
I somehow managed to hold, like, this position was literally just like held. I mean, we had a few units there, so it wasn't really held together by like toothpaste or whatever, but sometimes it really feels like that.
Still in awe of the Shoshone.
Big Shoshone. That's how it is. Oh, I can't do a meme order with Ghent. It has to actually go to Amsterdam. Yeah, our European position just collapses here, I think. I don't know. That's annoying.
And there's a pretty good chance that people enter suboptimal orders. It's the final season, so.
True. Why does it not like my order for Amazon? Oh, I didn't. I handled these orders and I didn't. Okay. Dot order. There we go. That tends to help. Oh, we have an order for Bergen. Okay, let's see. That's a really fun one to spell.
Yeah, I've been enjoying that one all day. I thought that one was going to Madrid. Maybe not.
Well, it's going to support Flores to Madrid.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
You know what? We're gonna just take a risk.
All right. Imara is saying, Mapuche did not take the journey from 15 to 12 centers lightly. No, they didn't. Well, now I'm going to flame them. Skill issue. Alright, well, I'm going to call my recording quits here. So that was Imperial Diplomacy Blitz 3 on this channel, but 4 overall. So, well, thanks for joining me for it, Damien. We had a good time.
It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
There was a lot of us dying, I think.
Yeah, we ended up with more units than we started with, so.
Yep.
All right, take it easy.